Don't miss the ending. An Aussie named Bazha wanted to buy a motorcycle. He doesn't have much luck until one day he comes across a Harley with a for sale sign on it. The bike looks better than a new one, although it is 10 years old. It's shiny and in mint condition. He buys it and asks the seller how he kept it in such great condition for 10 years. Well, it's quite simple, says the seller. Whenever the bike is outside and it's gonna rain, rub Vaseline on the chrome. It protects it from the rain, and he hands Bazha a jar of Vaseline. That night, his girlfriend, Shaza, invites him over to meet her parents. Naturally, they take the bike there. Just before they enter the house, Shaza stops him and says, I have to tell you something about my family. When we eat dinner, we don't talk. In fact, the first person who says anything during dinner has to do the dishes. No problem, he says, and in they go. Bazha is shocked. Right in the middle of the living room is a huge stack of dirty dishes. In the kitchen is another huge stack of dishes, piled up on the stairs, in the corridor, everywhere he looks. Dirty dishes. They sit down to dinner, and sure enough, no one says a word. As dinner progresses, Bazha decides to take advantage of the situation. He leans over and kisses Shaza. No one says a word. He reaches over and fondles her breasts. Nobody says a word. So he stands up, grabs her, rips her clothes off, throws her on the table, and takes her right there in front of her parents. His girlfriend is a little flustered. Her dad is obviously livid, and her mom horrified when he sits back down. But no one says a word. He looks at her mom. She's got a great body, too. Bazha grabs mom, bends her over the table, pulls down her knickers, and turns her every which way but loose right there on the dinner table. She has a big and Bazha sits down. His girlfriend is furious. Her dad is boiling, and mom is beaming from ear to ear, but still total silence. All of a sudden, there is a loud clap of thunder, and it starts to rain. Bazha remembers his bike, so he pulls the jar of Vaseline from his pocket. Suddenly, the father shouted, I'll do the dishes.